Hi there, it's Andrew from Park Islands Boat Sales. We're here today to show you a fantastic little sports boat. This is a Searay Sundancer 260. They are a beautiful layout boat, and we're really excited to bring you this boat for one of the reasons is it's powered by a Yanmar 315 horsepower straight six diesel engine. That's mated with a Bravo 2 leg, which has been upgraded for a diesel conversion on it. And this boat really is presented in fantastic condition. When you step on board this boat, it really does have a real premium feel to it. And it's got loads and loads of extras, loads of upgrades that have been done through it throughout the years. So I'm looking forward to showing you the rest of the boat. Now, I'm a really big fan of the Searay Sundancer 260. I think it is a really nice balance of indoor space, outdoor space, and some really good friends of ours, should have turned my phone off, some really good friends of ours have got one of these, and I think it's a brilliant size because it's just that entry level into spending weekends away on your boat with your family, and that's a great thing to be able to start to introduce to your family on a boat of this size. Also, another thing to mention, it can be trailered, so it's right on the limit of the trailer, but if you've got the right trailer mated to the right boat and the good pulling platform, then you can trail this around as well. But back to this one. So this boat, one of the big upgrades that I always look for on a boat like this is the electric windlass. So this boat is fitted with an electric windlass. It's nicely situated on the bow there with a keep as well, which is all important to make sure it doesn't release itself accidentally. Access to the side decks on this boat, well, I say access to side decks, it doesn't have side decks. And the reason it doesn't have side decks gives it that little bit more volume on the inside. But what you do have is a door which goes through the windscreen. So when you want to get out onto deck here, you just go up the steps that are on the hatch, and that then goes out onto the deck here. But it's nice to see these grab handles here at a decent height. Sometimes they can be really low, but it means if you are coming out here on deck, you've got something nice to hold on to. The boat's it's had the original Searay decals taken off, and you can see this extra line has been added on, and I think that just modernises the boat a little bit and really complements the brand new covers. So the covers have been put on within the last year, and you can see that the perspex on those is beautifully clear, and when you're inside, actually you'd struggle to know you're looking through some perspex at many places. So it really is presented in beautiful condition. It's a real joy to see a boat that's been looked after in this way. The synthetic teak will strike you as soon as you look at the boat, and again that just adds to that premium feel that the boat's got. The bathing platform is a good size. You've got a little bit of a gap there, but you can just step over there. And then I quite like the fact you've got a little cutaway here, so that gives you able to see straight down to the drive. So if you're going along and perhaps the drive gets snagged on any rope or anything, you can see what's happened down there. There's a bathing ladder access under there, and then just inside here, if we lift this up, you've got a nice little hatch there where you've got space to have a hose for washdown. There's an electric hose in there, electric cable, extra fenders. It's just nice to see a little bit of extra storage space on a boat when the interior space there is a little bit tight, so you wouldn't want to have things like fenders in there. You've got nice storage on there. So let's step on board. There's a transom gate, so if you've got young family or dogs, you can close that gate in and really enclose this area. But the upholstery, now I would probably say it's original upholstery. It's a year 2000 boat, 2001 model year, but the upholstery is presented beautifully. I can't see any rips, any tears, but I think it's genuine original Searay. So it really is a testament to how this boat's been kept, that it is still in such immaculate condition. Really like the fact that that synthetic teak table has been added there, and it just all brings everything on board this boat to make it feel very, very premium for a small sports cruiser. I like it a lot. You've got a shower here, so that's doubles up as a transom shower there, so that just lifts out, and then you've just got cold water running out of there. You've got a storage unit under here, so there's quite a lot of space just inside there. You can see there's bucket sponges. I've put in there the covers for the instruments as well. In terms of the instruments, this boat's been nicely updated. So if we look at the helm, it's been wrapped with a carbon dash, which makes it feel just that bit more modern. And then you've got several bits of Raymarine equipment. Everyone knows I like my Raymarine stuff. So you've got a Dragonfly 5 fish finder and plotter there. You've also got another hybrid touch little Raymarine plotter down there. I think it's an A67, I believe. And then you've got another Raymarine multi-data put there, so you can put your depth on there, you can put your speed on there as well. The Icon VHF has been updated in recent years, so you've got a nice new Icon VHF there. And also this boat was updated with a new set of throttle cables and a new throttle on this as well. So you've got a much later generation Mercury throttle set on there as well. Again, back to the upholstery. Yeah, up here you've got this little chaise longue area, little L-shaped seating, presented in beautiful condition. And the boat's fitted with a Fusion sound system, and you can see the speakers for the Fusion system. There's one nestled in there, and there's another one just over there by the helm seat as well. If you do need to get access to go out onto deck, then we just pull this across, and you can see you can step up onto there and then open the window, and that gets you easy access through onto the deck. I'll just close that up again. And in terms of down below, let me grab the camera, let's have a look down there. So I like the fact that the synthetic teak is down here, it's all cut round, and then you go down, you've got another step down here, and then into the ship. And it's lovely to see down here that you have lots of space. This seating area is a big space down here. There's another synthetic teak table up here, and then you've got a small galley area with a microwave oven, an alcohol-based hob. There's a fridge down here as well, more storage space, and then you've got hot and cold running water down here. And then inside these cupboards, some biscuits and crisps and things inside here. Again, a nice amount of space for storage up here. The portholes are a good level, so I like the fact that when you're down here, you can look straight out and see what's going on. Some boats of this size, you can be quite cramped, but I'm about 5'10", and I don't have to stoop. I've got a bit of clearance there on my head. You've got another hatch there, and then side windows as well. So in the back cabin, you have a little cabin here as well. Now that's a good sized double bed in there, and that tucks right the way around the corner as well. And then there's a mirror at the end, which again just makes this boat feel a little bit bigger than it is. And then you have a separate heads compartment. It's a vacuum flush toilet, and so that's all in here. And this room also doubles up as a wet room. So you've got a shower there, which pulls out and then can go onto a bracket and then allow you to shower in this room as well. But everything is presented incredibly cleanly and really, really well presented. Just inside this cupboard here, you've got a bit of wardrobe space as well, and that's a really deep locker down there. So it's amazing how much space they've managed to get in on this boat. That table will also drop down, and that then creates an infill. So you've got a sleeping area in this area as well as an extra sleeping area at the back there, which is really, really nice to see. Let's come back up. Now, as if by magic, Nick has done a great job here. So Nick has just converted this rear area into a sun deck. So you can see by clever use of the seating that's down here, this whole area in the back here turns into a double sun pad, which is again a lovely feature for a boat of this size and just creates that nice quality feel. I like that a lot. Now, what we can do now, we'll just take a little break in the video. We try and do it in one take, but I'll take a little break now. We're going to put that back into position, and I'll show you a bit of a gem. Now, the reason I say that is because under this hatch is, I think, probably the best conditioned diesel engine, cosmetically, that I think I've ever seen. The owner of this boat is an aircraft engineer. He keeps things meticulously well. Doesn't want things dropping out the sky or falling off the sea. And it's the same for in there, so it is looking amazing. Looking forward to showing you that. We'll put the boat back together again and show you down there in a second. Now, you'll see a moment ago what I said is I was going to cut away and put this back together. Now, the reason I decided to cut away was because quite often these can be quite fiddly to put away, but actually this is incredibly simple. And Nick just demonstrated how easy it was, and I'm now going to see if that works for me as well. So by simply sliding this across, look at that. The seat just slides straight back into position and it's disappeared again. It's so easy. I was expecting it to have had even, you know, extra infill pads and things like that, but it's so nice that just literally clips straight back into there, and that's now back away from a sun pad position into just a seating area. In terms of seating, I would say you get 3 people around there, 2 people there, 4 people. This boat would comfortably put 6 people out to sea, possibly a couple more for a day out, and I like that. So I'm going to take the camera now and I'm going to show you down here in the engine bay. Now, so when I said there's a gleaming engine, it really is. Have a look at that. This engine is absolutely immaculate. As I said, it's 315 horsepower. It's been mated with an uprated Bravo Outdrive. And down here you can really see that the owner of this boat is fastidious. It is kept absolutely beautifully. So really, really nice to see a boat like this fitted with a diesel engine. Most of these have a petrol-powered engine, so it's amazing. It's really powerful, and this boat performs in excess of 30 knots, which gives a really nice cruising speed, around 23, 24 knots, and just pretty effortless cruising around the Solent. But of course, by having the diesel engine, it's really economical as well. So I'm going to put this back down again. Pass that back to my able assistant Nick, thank you. And pop that back. Right, I'm gonna lounge here for a second. So this boat, as I've mentioned at the beginning, it's been upgraded in so many different ways, and it just has a real premium feel for a small sports cruiser. Love the fact that it is trailerable, but for just bombing around the Solent and having an entry-level boat, take your friends out for the day, I'm not sure this can be beaten. So thanks as always for watching. If you're interested in having a look at this boat, I really would recommend it. The boat presents beautifully, and it's a really lovely example of a really popular cruiser. Thanks as always for watching. See you on the next video.